the truth
And what?
and shame the devil.
I love being black. Yes, I do, people. Tell the truth.
Tell the truth
And what?
and shame the devil. I love being black. All right, people, this is your boy Martin G, a.k.a. The Crime Chaser. I'm live, uncut, and unedited. All right, we had an interesting program last night, and I think the men struck out. They didn't hit a home run last night. They didn't hit a home run last night, and they kind of disappointed me a little bit. But tonight we're gonna deal with the ladies a little on that note. We're gonna deal with the ladies tonight on that note. All right, come on in, people. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. All right. And I want you guys to start thinking in your mind about protective mode. Protective mode. Protector mode. Protector mode. That's what I want you to have in your mind tonight. Keep that in your mind as we talk about. You know, it's more about putting a woman in a safe place where she can consistently rely on. Protection for many black women is emotional, mental, social, sometimes physical. All right. And here are some concrete ways that you can show up. Listen to her. Respect her boundaries and lead with consent. Stand up for her in rooms she's not in. Provide emotional safety. Be consistent and reliable. That's 5. 6, handle conflict without intimidation. Number 6. Number 7, support her dreams and stability. Number 8, educate yourself about black women experiences. Number 9, ask her directly, what makes you feel protected? All right. And we're going to go into some of those modes that we talked about. And I need you guys to come on here and share this video. And we're going to talk about some real stuff tonight. Some real stuff tonight. And it's real serious. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. We're going to talk about some real stuff, people. We're going to dig deep. And the phone lines are open, 872-299-0808. We're open. We're open. 872-297-6389. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in, people. We're going to keep it real tonight. Keep it real tonight. Keep it real tonight. Come on in, people. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. We're going to keep it real tonight. All right. I appreciate you guys. I really do. I appreciate every last one of you guys tonight. Every last one of you guys tonight. All right. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Make sure you share the video. We're going to send the video out to a couple of people. And hopefully I need you guys to respond tonight. But I'm going to play this video while y'all waiting. This is what we had last night. This is the question that they did this week to make a black woman feel safe. Hold on, let me start it over. I'm asking male viewers to call in with one specific thing they did this week to make a black woman feel safe. And this is real talk. And if you're listening to me tonight, I'm asking male viewers to call in with one specific thing that they did this week to make a black woman feel safe. That's what I'm talking about tonight. And that's all I want to hear about tonight. I don't want to hear how big your car is or how much money you got in the bank. I need to know one specific thing that you did this week to make a black woman feel safe. All right. I'm asking male viewers to call in with one specific thing they did this week to make a black woman feel safe. And this is real talk. And if you're listening to me tonight, I'm asking male viewers to call in with one specific thing that they did this week to make a black woman feel safe. That's what I'm talking about tonight. And that's all I want to hear about tonight. I don't want to hear how big your car is or how much money you got in the bank. I need to know one specific thing that you did this week to make a black woman feel safe. All right, one more time. I'm asking male viewers to call in with one specific thing they did this week to make a black woman feel safe. And this is real talk. And if you're listening to me tonight, I'm asking male viewers to call in with one specific thing that they did this week to make a black woman feel safe. That's what I'm talking about tonight. And that's all I want to hear about tonight. I don't want to hear how big your car is or how much money you got in the bank. I need to know one specific thing that you did this week to make a black woman feel safe. I'm asking male viewers to call in with one specific thing they did this week to make a black woman feel safe. And this is real talk. And if you're listening to me tonight, I'm asking male viewers to call in with one specific thing that they did this week to make a black woman feel safe. That's what I'm talking about tonight. And that's all I want to hear about tonight. I don't want to hear how big your car is or how much money you got in the bank. I need to know one specific thing that you did this week to make a black woman feel safe. All right, people, let's get it going. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Do I get any calls? I need some callers. 872-299-0808. And basically, that's what I was asking last night. People. I was asking that last night and really couldn't get a good response. But tonight, I want to focus on the women tonight. How can a man make a woman feel protected? And maybe I'll have some women to call in and tell us, educate us a little bit. Because it seems like men, we're lost when it comes to that. I'm referring to black men now. Now, I need you guys to like, share this video before we do anything. I guarantee you, if you come on here to listen, to understand, and not listen to respond, you will definitely learn something. I assure you that you will learn something tonight that you didn't know. Or it will remind you of something that you already know that you forgot all about it. Come on with it, people. This live, uncut, unedited. We on late tonight. I know it's late. We just not getting warmed up. But I guess I'll start the first 10 to 15 minutes off. Brothers, how can we make our black women feel safe? How can we do it? Should we do it? How can we do it, brothers? Real talk. Well, somebody said, well, Martin, I got a lot of money. My money can make a woman feel safe. That's cool. That's security. Well, Martin, when I go to the store, when I take her in my car, open up the car door and close it and do all those little small little things. You could do something so small as, baby, could you put your seatbelt on? That's protective. You know, that's protective. I need the women tonight to come on too as well and let us know how we as Black men can protect you. And I brought out 6, maybe 9 bullet points. We can listen and believe her. We can respect her boundaries and lead with consent. Stand up for her in rooms she's not in. Provide emotional safety. All right. Be consistent and reliable. All right. Handle conflict without intimidation. Okay. Support her dreams and stability. All right. Educate yourself about Black women experiences. It's a good one. Ask her what makes you feel protected. And that's real talk. Oh, it's quiet now tonight. Matter of fact, I'm willing to put the link up here. Let me see, put the link up where you can come in tonight, women. You can talk to me. You can talk. I'm going to put the link in the thing. I'm going to show you how bad I am tonight. I'm willing to talk with you. I'm willing to talk with you. That's the link. And I'm going to pin it. It's up there. You can see the link, and I'm going to pin it. You can come in tonight if you want to and come and talk to me. I promise you, this will be a safe space for you tonight. Real talk. Come on in, people. Live, uncut, unedited. I need the women to come on in and talk to me. So you said, well, Martin, you waited too late to come on. I'm tired. I got to get up work, and I don't feel like talking. Well, maybe another time for you. But the show must roll on. Real talk. All right. Come on in, come on in, come on in. While y'all sitting there waiting on me to come in, listen to this. I'm asking male viewers to call in with one specific thing they did this week to make a Black woman feel safe. And this is real talk. And if you're listening to me tonight, I'm asking male viewers to call in with one specific thing that they did this week to make a Black woman feel safe. That's what I'm talking about tonight. And that's all I want to hear about tonight. I don't want to hear how big your car is or how much money you got in the bank. I need to know one specific thing that you did this week to make a Black woman feel safe. All right. This plane taking off slow tonight. It's taking off slow tonight, but that's okay. We still here. Like, share, like, and share. I need about 50 likes and 50 shares. That would be great for me. On YouTube, Facebook, don't make a difference. Share, like, share, like, share. Like, share. And I'd like for some of you guys to come on YouTube where you can sit back and put it on your TV and sit back and just watch me. Enjoy the show. Enjoy the podcast. All right. We got to bless somebody tonight. Somebody going to get blessed tonight. Somebody going to, we're going to
Tell the truth.
That's what we're
and
going to do.
Shame the devil.
That's what we're going to do tonight. Exactly what we're going to do tonight. I'm waiting on my phone lines are wide open. I mean, wide open. Men, how could we make women feel protected? All right, maybe a woman can call in and tell us. I'm willing to listen to a woman tonight. I want to see what she has to say. It's quiet in here tonight. Y'all don't want to talk. Y'all want to talk? Y'all afraid. Somebody going to get the truth told on them tonight. You guys afraid tonight, ain't you? Black men, we must protect the black woman at all costs. In order for us to earn our respect, we have to protect the black woman at all costs. We have to protect our women, people. We have to. We really, really, really have to. And how do we protect the black woman? I want the black woman to come on here tonight and tell us, how can we protect her? That's what I want her to do. To come on how she feel protected. That's what I really want. I want a woman to tell me what's one of her strongest forms of protection. Some of her strongest forms of protection. Let's talk, people. We still talking about a crime tonight. Some of you guys are committing a crime because you're not protecting the black woman. And we see women getting shot all the time here in the city of Chicago. Right here in the city of Chicago, women they come up missing. Right here in the city of Chicago and never found again. Missing. Where my men at tonight? Where my strong black men at tonight? Where are my feminine women tonight? Call in tonight. Come and talk to me. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm willing to listen to you. I want to know what's going on in your mind. I want to know how you operate. Tell me what you're feeling. Tell me what you're thinking. Black woman, black man, come on and talk to us. We're willing to hear from you. Come on now, black man. Come on now. There are so many women to one man. I'm waiting tonight. I'm sitting here patiently waiting tonight. Using my line, they come in here and call, and they'll call right away and ask me, what's the topic? Tonight, I ain't got to say the topic. The topic is right before you. I'm asking male viewers to call in with one specific thing they did this week to make a black woman feel safe. And this is real talk. And if you're listening to me tonight, I'm asking male viewers to call in with one specific thing that they did this week to make a black woman feel safe. That's what I'm talking about tonight. And that's all I want to hear about tonight. I don't want to hear how big your car is or how much money you got in the bank. I need to know one specific thing that you did this week to make a black woman feel safe. All right, brothers, sisters. Yeah. All right, come on. Brothers, sisters. Come on. I'm looking for y'all tonight. Share this video. Where y'all at? I need to get off. Ain't no booty clapping, no booty shaking. Ain't no women over here half naked. Nobody getting shot, nobody getting killed, no dead body laying on the ground. This is the school of no fools. We calling on black women and black men. Educate us. Educate us. Tell us What makes you feel protected? Some of us honestly don't even know. And some of us don't even care. We just want what we want when we want it. Hit that like button, people. I need 10 people right now to hit that like button. Hit that like button right now. Hit the like button right now. Somebody just tried to call. Come on, call. Come on, caller. Call back. Just listen to the prompts. It's a voicemail, but listen to the prompts. There you go, caller. I got a caller just called in. Oh, I know who that is. I know exactly who that is. I need some help, people. Y'all getting bored of me. All right. I got one caller. No one wants to call in. What's up with that? I got one caller.
Has joined.
All right, friend. Let us have it. 11:48. Let us have it. Come on with it.
Peace, family.
Peace.
Oh, wait. It's such a great conversation to have. I'm very surprised and stunned. No one's on here to have it.
I'll call you.
But I got you.
Yeah, come on with it. Come help
I
me
definitely
out.
got you. I
Come
sent the link. I done sent the link to a couple of people because I think these are the questions and the conversations that we have behind closed doors. You know, these are the questions and conversations that we have and want answers to, but both man and woman can't seem to find the proper time and the space to have them. When you talk about the protection of the Black woman, a lot of things get silent. You know, eyebrows go up, but nobody's willing to open their mouth. And everybody's grown until it's time to have a conversation. But this is what is killing our community. There is no protection. Black women and children, you said it, going missing. What was it, 5 years ago, 7 years ago? It was a white truck riding around the city of Chicago in the Pullman area, 87th, Cottage Grove area, snatching up women and children, missing by the boatload. Where is our protection? And then, you know, to be honest, we cry out, oh, the Black woman don't respect us. There can be no respect where there is no protection. It's hard to respect something that don't want to protect you when I'm giving my all to the seeds that I have by you. I mean, Black women are busting bums, taking care of strong Black men, Black children. And we say, oh, Martin, you asked the question, what did you do this week to protect? I mean, the most I heard was open the door. I'm opening doors. After I'm pushing out babies, Black women are pushing out babies. Black women are going down to the morgue, identifying babies. And we say, what did you do to protect us this week? You say, I opened the door. I acknowledged her presence. I mean, it's the wintertime. Did we call a mom up? Did we call a sister up? Did we call an auntie up, a girlfriend up and say, man, let me get that snow off your car? You had ample opportunity to, check on some tires. In the wintertime, the tires get low. Am I correct?
Correct.
Let me check on your tires and make sure those tires aren't bald. Where is those phone calls at, Black man? Protect us by calling us and making sure we okay. Making sure, I'm gonna make sure my mom got gas for the week. My mom. I'm gonna make sure my mom don't have to get out of her hoopty or get out of her range or get out of her Honda in the middle of the night to stop for gas because she ain't worked 2 jobs. I'm gonna make sure my mom don't have to go to the gas station this week because I filled her tank up. It's cold outside, Black man. And you say, I acknowledge her. I open doors for her. Can we call and check on her and the kids? How the family doing? Can we say, man, I'm gonna meet you at the church, Ma. My lady, we gotta go to the hospital. We need spiritual healing. Let's go to the church. Let's go to the nearest church in your community and my community. Let's find a church home. We ain't saying none of that. I honestly need for somebody to help me find understanding, because it's not the attack. It's not that, oh, it's an argument. It ain't never that. You're seeking honest understanding, having honest communication, because we all thinking it, we all feeling it. You say, oh, y'all like to treat y'all sons like they your men. I don't want to have a phone call that's saying my son is at the morgue. Come identify the body. So yes, I make sure my young prince is protected. Because where is our protection? But then, I want y'all in y'all feminine era. It's hard to be in a feminine era when we unprotected. We got to protect self. We got to provide for self. But y'all want us so feminine with no protection. Diamonds have protection. The beauty supply earrings got protection. And so when a Black woman asks for protection, we go silent. It ain't nobody else on this call. Nobody else willing to have an honest conversation. But it was people calling up to talk about how ICE. Oh, look at ICE. Oh, we got to protect the Hispanics from ICE. And here we are. This Martin, you went back to back, right? You asking the same question you asked yesterday with minimal phone calls in.
Mm-hmm.
Why we can't have this conversation? But we can talk about ICE. We can have a whole conversation, debate about how Trump is doing the Hispanic brothers and sisters wrong. We need to protect them from Trump and ICE. And I say, we need protection too. But it go mute. I didn't ask the question. Martin asked the question. Then you want us in our feminine era. Why y'all can't be softer? Why y'all can't be nicer? Why y'all got to work around with a mug? Because I'm exhausted. The Black woman is exhausted from protecting, providing, and fending for herself. And it's heartbreaking to look at the babies. Look at you work endlessly, tiredly to provide. I wonder what I would look like if I was a mother who could just nurture. I bet I wouldn't be as stressed. I bet a lot of Black women wouldn't be so stressed. And some of them are single in marriages. You married, but you single. You're married, but your husband ain't getting up and dusting off the snow. No. Carrying in the groceries. I'm making sure I got her front and her back. I'm going to watch her 6. I'm walking with her in the grocery store, so I ain't got to worry about another brother stepping to her. I don't get it. Y'all, the closest thing, if God made the Indian man for the Indian woman. He made the white man for the white woman. He made the Mexican man for the Mexican woman. I see where protection is. I see where community is. I see where one hand washes the other. But when it comes to art, we can't even have this conversation. So I ask y'all, what's worthy of protection? You telling me the white woman worthy of protection, the Mexican woman worthy of protection, the Indian woman worthy of, the Black woman ain't worthy of protection? I don't know. I don't know what is it going to take for us to, what is our worth to our Black men? What are your babies worth? What is your namesake worth? What is your legacy worth if it comes with no protection? Who did not protect you, Black men, to where you can't protect us? You won't even answer the call. Martin, is there another call on the line, or should I say more?
Keep saying no calls, no calls.
Oh, we silent. And I'm watching on YouTube. I'm seeing people on the line. Well, are we afraid to have a conversation? But again, and I hate to compare, because there really is no comparison. The Black woman reigns supreme. However, when it comes to that white woman she protected, that Mexican woman, and this is how we know the Mexican woman protected, y'all. This is how we know the Mexican woman is protected. Her men are, they riding in clown cars, hopping out by the dozen to go to work for that Mexican woman. They buying up your blocks. They're going to secure them a home. They're going to protect her. They're going to make sure she has a house to go into, to live in, to own. That's protection. If you need an example, I promise you, you'll find one in every other community but ours. Has joined.
Oh, I think you got a caller. Let's see what the caller got to say. Mr. Buck.
Greetings, all greetings. I hear you. The question is a black man is in America always, if he about showing women love and you got mothers and sisters and ladies and children, you all the time working like that. For me, I'm out here when I'm out and about, I see women I don't even know. I'm gonna try to speak to them. I kind of make sure they're comfortable around me. If I'm at somewhere and it's dark outside, I'll walk them to the car. Even I'll ask them that because I don't know 'em. But I'm about that kind of stuff. So this, what you're saying, it ain't a person that just can't transform. If they ain't that, they ain't gonna be that. And it's also about women being receptive to a man trying to be respectful to her. Everybody ain't trying to holler at no woman. So if he just trying to make sure she cool, that's about being a man. As a man, I've been all my life. I know I'm always gonna see about others, especially the women. I don't want nothing to happen when I'm around and about. It ain't about, it's about when you are friendly and I'm outgoing, I can connect with everybody. So if a person has got an attitude and you try to make eye contact with them and speak to even people you don't know and try to make sure they cool, and they might just need uplifting statements, something to make them feel better about their day. That might go a long way because they might be going through a lot of turmoil inside. But if you don't receive that, ain't nothing you can do about that. You can offer help all the time. It's a story, a man was drowning. God sent him all kind of ways to get help, but the man wouldn't take none. So it's about the women as well. You got to be receptive to receive a man opening a door for you, speaking to you, just being showing friendship. It ain't got to be nothing else involved. A lot of people in their mind, they got a whole scenario that ain't got nothing being realistic about what's real. A brother that's a real brother out here, and I come up from the 60s and so on, and I've seen it from the old schoolers before my time. And being a gentleman is being a gentleman. If you have a seat, you see a woman not sitting somewhere, you standing up somewhere, you give her your seat. It's automatically like that. It ain't that hard to do. So I don't know what the outrage is because where I come from, it's always, that's natural as breathing and blowing your nose. So it ain't that hard to do if you're depending on what kind of circle you roll in. Now, if you on another kind of level with certain people, they won't. Younger people not even taught that. If women have young men, they should be teaching that to respect women as well. That doesn't come from just a man. A woman got to show respect to get respect. If you got a household full of kids and you don't respect yourself, how that boy gonna come out and respect women as well? It's whatever you see in that household, you gonna learn and take it out there wherever you go in this world. And myself, I learned from people around me. I've seen how they conduct themselves and everything from business as well as church and other organizations and anything I was involved in, even street life. I always become respectful to women. Even the women don't want to be bothered with me. I say have a blessed day or something like that. I'm about trying to be positive. It ain't that hard to do. So a lot of times it's what you carry, if you got turmoil and strife inside your heart in the house, when you step out that door, it's going out there with you. So you got to be at peace wherever you go, and wherever you go, you take yourself with you. So if you're a person that is like receiving love and blessing from others, you got to be open to it. If you don't really feel that, somebody open the door for you, you say, no, thank you. Okay, then that's a blessing. So whatever it is, when people know you or don't know you, it's about two. It takes two to tango. If you are a giver of love, a person got to be a receiver of love. And I'm going to sit down and let the people rap it take.
All right.
I'll say.
All right. My queen, what you got to say about that?
No, absolutely. I definitely received that. And I definitely think that there is a, are you able to hear me okay, Marcus?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Okay, there's definitely a generational gap. And somewhere that the generational, in the generational gap, there is a void space where, like the gentleman said, it was a given. And today, I mean, I'm a millennial. I mean, I'm walking up to the doors. It's very few far in between moments that I get to experience that. Now, I don't think I'm a bad looking sister, but even if I was, I mean, that being a millennial in this generation, the kindness is not there. The what's expected or what would be natural is not a natural thing anymore. And it's slowly fading. And to be honest, I wish it was something that could come back. And maybe it's something that us as women can do. But I wonder if, like, it's innate for women to be nurturers. I wonder if that innateness and being a protector is just not there anymore. Like, or do you hold a sense of responsibility in protecting and making sure your community is safe, or your mom is okay, or your auntie is okay? Is that something that's innate, or is it something that like really has to be taught? I mean, we know we can teach these children, we know, but I think that it's the demonstration, and that's what I think we lack. We lack a lot of demonstration. We lack seeing it. Seeing is believing too sometimes, you know? And I think that it would help to see this innate characteristic in our men. So, I mean, it's the winter time. I got my son going outside. He's 10 years old, but a grown man wiping off, snow? I don't, and I have a lot of friends. We're not getting them type of calls. Auntie, I'm going to make sure your car good. Mama, I'm going to make sure your car good. I mean, us as ladies, young ladies, ain't no man come to clean up our car. Where is that? Is that not an innate thing? Is that something that we replace with video games and watching TV and smoking weed and up in the bottle? We ain't thinking like that. I don't get it. What would it take for that type of mindfulness to come back? And I hate to sound aggressive, but I do realize, or even to sound, harsh, but I am heartfelt, because again, it's not just the women, it's the lack of demonstration for the babies. I can tell a young man to do these things all day long, but what he want to see that supreme being. He want to see that strong black man. He want to see that height come through and knock that snow off that car. He want to see that height come through and get out the car and pump the gas. I mean, how many times do we see men sit in the car while the woman pumps the gas? On the phone, they head down, not head on the swivel, head down in the phone. The women are pumping the gas.
Okay.
I'm seeing women checking on the tires. Men are sitting in the car, the women checking on the tires. Bro, you gonna help me with the tires? You got it. You an independent black woman. Come on, King. But for all that I do, and let's not mention, you go into the church house, it's packed with black women, praying for the black man, praying for the babies, praying for the grandchildren. It's packed with black women at the altar praying. I mean, go to the church. And then you mad at us because we want to talk about how God has been good to us, and we were able to get the car, we were able to secure the bag, we were able to secure the house, but we prayed for this. I don't know where you was at, black man, but I was at the church. I was in church. I was on my knees. I was bawling big tears, ugly tears, crying at the church house. But we're not going to talk about that either. With no spiritual protection, I walked in the church and I prayed for the things that I had. So yes, I am a little proud that I did exercise spiritual strength. I had to humble myself. But again, I think it means the most. It means the most. Because again, when it's time to bury these kids, they calling that black woman to identify that body. And she got to think, is there anything I could have did? But to be honest, we need black men. I don't care what nobody say. And I don't care. We need them. We need you. Black man, we need you. If you're not aware, and I don't care if it's Valentine's Day, Sweetest Day, I don't care what type of day, 365, we need the black man. Upright, independent, and fearless. We need that black man. We need you to understand your present is a present. And the fact that we had one call, just another caller who's in a different generational bracket, I do my best. I do my best not to call us.
We got another caller, Queen. Let's see what he has to say.
Talk to me. Huh?
Come on,
Please,
caller, 219, area code 219. Come on, caller.
help me understand. Help me understand.
Yeah, I'm right here. I got you.
Help me understand, King.
Say that again.
I say, help me understand, King.
Help you understand? You know what? I had to actually turn it down because I was waiting on to get home. What was the last thing you said for you?
Okay, all you gotta do is turn your YouTube down and listen to us. Turn YouTube or Facebook, whatever, which one you're watching on.
No, I got it. That's what I'm saying. I did turn it off.
Okay.
That's why I didn't hear the last thing that was said because I turned it off.
So, well, let me just help you out a little bit. What is it that we can do as men to make women feel protected? I'm asking the question. Matter of fact, let me play this video. Let me just play this video. Let me play this little video real quick.
No,
I'm
you ain't got to
asking
play
male
it.
viewers
I
to
got
call.
the question right there.
Okay, go ahead. All right, go ahead.
Now, I mean, first of all, let's get these guys to get up and man up. First of all, you know, I mean, I have, oh God, we start all the way from the beginning all the way to the end. First of all, fellas, men, please, gentlemen, pull your pants up. You know, say represent yourself as a black king. You know, our queens are waiting for us to step up as men and protect them 100%. You know, God, I don't even want to go all the way into it, but I need to. You know, it's like everybody want to run around here and follow the hottest trend, and nobody is stepping up saying, you know what, I need to do this to represent as a man. How do I take care of my kids? How do I be there? Just be there. Now, I mean, it's just so much. You got guys that are out here just relying on our women, and when it comes down to protecting them, oof, jeez, oof. I don't even know. I'm just kind of tongue tied a little bit. You know, it's a disappointment.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna do for you. I'm gonna put you on hold for a minute and let you come back, get all your thoughts together, and I'm gonna go to the next caller.
That'll work.
Okay, perfect.
That'll work.
Okay, 3268. 3268.
What's going on, Martin?
Hey, Mr. Roosevelt, how are you?
I'm doing great. You know, I think you told me about this topic a couple of days ago. You definitely told me to call in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sorry I'm a little bit late to the party, but just came in not too long ago. And I heard a sister, just saying something before the gentleman got on that you put on hold and told me to collect his thoughts. You know how, black women still need us. I mean, but sometimes at 52, sometimes I feel like I'm not always needed, let's just say, by black women. I mean, and I think that you kind of know my situation. That, I've just had people or something, just literally treat me because I was disabled, like I'm not even human or whatever it is like that. So, I mean, Valentine's Day is coming up. I mean, golly, it's for some of us who's by ourselves, excuse me for saying so, it really, really sucks sometimes, I tell you. And it just brings up like bad memories of everything. And as far as like protecting a black woman goes, or protecting anybody for that matter, anytime somebody has come, I haven't been and I admit, because I am disabled, I'm not the biggest, I'm not the strongest kind of a person. And I'm always the kind of person who doesn't like to even, face, that we say, conflict or whatever like that. I'm the kind of person who likes to be peaceful. But anytime somebody who's come to see me or whatever, like who's visited me in the past or whatever, I always make sure I always walk them to their car or walk them, maybe to the bus stop or walk them out to their Uber, never let them go out like by themselves and, those sorts of things and everything. It's some things I've had to also learn along the way because, growing up and everything with my parents, they taught me like the more important stuff, like, don't put your hands on a woman and all that kind of stuff. But I never learned some of the other smaller stuff, like somebody who I was serious with like a few years ago. She used to get on my case because they always say, and let me know if you've heard this before, that if you are walking with a woman on the street, that the man is supposed to be on the outside and a woman's supposed to be on the inside. I don't know if I don't know if y'all have heard that. The thing is, I was never taught that. So whenever we used to walk together, it used to irritate the living daylights out of her. That's something I just didn't know. Is being as old as I was and everything. And at the time and everything, because sometimes the only thing that we need for some of you women is just to admire us for what it is that we do, instead of just harping on the fact over certain things that we might do, let's just say, or might not have knowledge of, or whatever it is like that. And no matter what it is and everything that's going on, like with us and everything, whether it's a disability or what, only thing that I can't speak for any other man, but I can definitely speak for myself. Only thing I would want, excuse me, is just to be treated with like a little bit of respect and everything like that. And just don't look at me. Even though I understand or whatever, us living in American society, they always say that the man is supposed to have to take care of the woman. Just don't look at me as just only for that. Look at me as also a human being, because I remember like a couple of years ago, I'm going to say this, then we might move on to the next caller, because I don't know who else you got on the line, Martin.
Another caller.
I remember what you said and stuff. Yeah, but I remember what you told me like a couple of years ago when you were doing your show, because I'm single. I think we were talking about something similar to this, and you talked about because I was single and everything. You said that if I could find the right one, if the right woman called you or whatever, you said you would actually sponsor a date for me with the right person. But yet you had a couple of people call you. But yet it was only because they found out that you were sponsoring it and not interested in me as a person, or getting a chance to even know me as a person. So, I can understand women deal with, certain things and certain hurts. So whatever it is like that, yeah, I can definitely agree with you and everyone on the line that the Black woman needs to be protected. Okay, cool, I get it. But at the same time, us men or something, sometimes, we need a little something from you all too. And, I don't know if I'm saying everything exactly right, and maybe I'm getting certain things mixed up. So I just think at this point that, I'll just be quiet so Martin can move on to the next caller, and you just better believe it. I'm here.
Y'all getting tripped up tonight, man. What's up with y'all, man? Let me go to the next call. I'm going to come back to you, 219 839 area code 839.
Can I please, really quickly, Martin? I did.
Go ahead.
Just really quickly. I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
I do think that's a powerful statement, because as a man, and our men come in all shapes and sizes, different stories and promises, different purposes. And I do feel like we should, no matter how the man coming, if he coming upright, independent, fearless, it don't matter. I think that we should value all men who come to protect us. Absolutely 100% agree with the man, because again, me personally, I appreciate any man that come for me. Short, tall, disabled, whatever, walk with a limp, look like Tupac, I don't care. If you coming for me, you know what I'm saying? If you treating me with respect, if you are valuing who I am as a person, I do think everybody, it doesn't matter what your story is purpose. It's so much purpose in a Black man, disability or not, it's purpose in that. So that's my piece on that.
Yeah, my caller hung up. So we'll go back to 219. Did you get your thoughts ready, 219?
I'm here, bro.
All right.
All right. You know what? All right. I got my thoughts together.
Okay, come on with it.
So in order to make a woman feel safe, man, we have to just step up as men and lead into what we were taught or actually born to do. Just be the leader. If you want to make them feel safe, give them a safe place to be able to communicate at. Just be efficient in the communication. The guys need to step up and just be the leader that you are supposed to be, 100%.
Okay.
And that's all I got to say about that.
Hold on. I ain't gonna let y'all off the hook like that. Man.
All right, go for you.
Man. Let me just say this. What if we're not able to lead, but we're able to do other things? Now, some men and most men, we have weaknesses. We have to admit, we do have weaknesses.
Yes,
some of us are not good in our finances. Some of us.
That ain't got nothing to do with the finance,
No,
man.
but
Being able to step up and
okay.
stand
What
side
I'm
by
saying
side
is,
with your woman and giving a
right,
safe
right,
place to talk.
right. I'm just saying.
You know, it got nothing to do with finance.
Okay.
Huh?
Now,
I mean, you say it don't have anything to do with finances, but at the same time, like, you know, for example, if a woman is on the side of the car, on the side of the highway, and her car has been hit or whatever, you know, is it okay to give her an Uber? You know, oh man, or is you just gonna stand there and video camera it and oh, I'm gonna get this on live? But it's like, can you get her an Uber to a safe space out of the road? Can we help her pay for a toll to get her to the side? I'm not saying it's always about finances, but I do feel like finances help when it comes to protecting somebody mentally, physically, or emotionally. It does add a layer of protection.
You are absolutely.
And the thing,
Go ahead, Mark.
And the thing is, it's so stupid too, because the thing is so these days people put stuff all on video, all on social media with their phones and all this other kind of stuff. Me, myself, or something, I'll do my best to try to help you or whatever, even if I didn't know you. And if it's nothing that I can do for you, I'm certainly not going to make it worse by blasting out all your business on social media just for clicks and likes. I think that is so stupid.
I mean, you know what? I think that that everybody is just to do the best that they can for what they got. You know, because just a little bit goes a long way. Just showing up to say, hey, you know what? It ain't too much I can do for you, but you know what? If you've been able to call somebody else, here's my phone, and I'll stand here until they get here. You know, that's the best thing I could say.
I mean, everybody's piece is personal, and I ain't stepping on nobody's toes. You know, I do feel like, you know, that is a part of protection. That is a part of protection. I do think that I gotta call a spade with a spade. It's when we as women, I mean, y'all are asking us to do. I mean, y'all are asking us to.
Go
do
ahead.
not
Tell
deny
the truth.
me.
Tell the
Do
truth.
not deny me. I want that. I want that when I want that. Lay down when I say lay down. I mean, come pick me up from work. I mean, you guys want us to push out babies. You want us to mutate our bodies, push out babies. And I mean, the black man seed ain't like no other man seed out here. We pushing out kings and queens for y'all. And you mean to tell me the best you can do is, I'll stand here until somebody come, or I'll stand here. Okay, I can get your Uber up the street, and make sure you're safe.
That's the difference between me, though. Because you know what? I'm going to tell you something. It's been plenty of times that I done pulled up on people and been like, you know what? Yeah, where you going to? I'll take you. It's been plenty of times today. It's been plenty of times that I done stepped up in the line and bought people's groceries because they didn't have the money for that. You know what I'm saying? It's been plenty of times. It's been plenty of times that I didn't stop women from getting beat up. Just a lot of things that I didn't step up and did. So I can't necessarily agree with everybody because I understand that everybody is not in that financial situation. But a lot of us guys do step up.
I say yes.
You know,
I say, and I ain't taking away from nothing that nobody coming with. But what I do see is a lot of broken homes out here. What I do see is a lot of women begging for support from men. And I do really, and it's not that I'm a woman myself, but I do feel like when I look at other communities and how their men protect them with so much tenacity. I mean, they willing to die for their women. They willing to put it on the line. They're willing to do that. Whatever they do behind closed doors is different. But at the same time, I just feel like I wish our black women could say the same. We can't even have people call in and have a conversation about it. If the black woman is screaming, I need a man who makes me feel safe. We got to put it on the radio waves for you to have this conversation. It's crazy. It's crazy. But yet and still, we're asked to. I want it on command. I want that sex on command. I want you to push out my babies. And I don't even want to consider giving you a ring. You don't want to consider giving me a ring?
Yeah.
We got two more callers. Let's get them in before they hang up. Eric code
513.
513. Come on, brother. Turn your YouTube or Facebook down. Turn YouTube, Facebook down.
Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm at work now, but I was just how you doing, Mr. Mark?
I'm great, man. I'm great.
Yeah, I'm from Chicago. South Side, but I live in Cincinnati. I've been down here about 15 years and all that. I believe it's I agree a little bit with the young lady that's on the phone, or if she hung up. I agree with her. I mean, some of these men, man, they don't got soft. You got women want to act like men, you got men want to act like women. And as I look at it today, I'm brought up like that. I see men carrying them man unit purses and doing feminine things as women do, and women want to be men doing stud things. And man, it ain't. And then you got people that like Tyler Perry or somebody
Hey,
that makes you want to say,
hold it, sir. Hold it. I got something for you. I want you to listen to this real quick, and I need you to answer this question. I got something for you. Listen to this. Listen to this. What I got to say. Listen to this. And with one specific thing they did this week, I'm asking male viewers to call in with one specific thing they did this week to make a black woman feel safe. And this is real talk. And if you're listening to me tonight, I'm asking male viewers to call in with one specific thing that they did this week to make a black woman feel safe. That's what I'm talking about tonight. And that's all I want to hear about tonight. I don't want to hear how big your car is or how much money you got in the bank. I need to know one specific thing that you did this week to make a black woman feel safe. Can you answer that for me, brother? Brother, can you answer that for me?
one thing I did.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
I want 513. Yeah, go ahead. 513. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can answer it clearly. One thing I did to make my girl proud, that she was sick, man. She had the flu, and she wanted to go home. And I was like, no, I'll just take care of you. Whatever they owe you, your pay rate today, I'll pay for it. Because I want to, feel comfortable and get your rest, because she been working hard and overtime and all that. So I want her to just stay home. And she was so anxious and thirsty to go to work. Like, no, just stay home. And then people, Valentine's coming up and all that. And I don't honor Valentine's Day just out of 1 year. I do it every year, every day, man, during the 65 days. So that don't mean nothing to me. If people as we look at it, we need somebody really to motivate us, man. Like you got, like I was saying a little while ago, you got that dude, Tyler Perry, want to make you leave the house and all that. And throwing shade at black men like we ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. That's why I don't watch none of this movie and none of that Think Like a Man, none of it, because it's not doing nothing. You don't see Quentin Tarantino, none of them shaming people, Leonardo DiCaprio, none of them. When they make their move, we the only one that's knock us off the pedestal. Our own kind, man. We need somebody strong and powerful. And so quit depending on saying the white man Trump this and all that, ICE and all that. No, take care of self. The immigrants do it. The Asians do it. The white people do it. We the only ones that's come back and go after each other. For what? At the end of the day, the only time we come together, we in a joint or a funeral home. That's the only time when we come together as one. Other than that, man, F you Negro, get on. That's the mentality we got. And we got to overcome that, man. We're not worried about what we worry about from ISIS and all that immigrants. They been over here from day one. So what do we worry about? We got to worry about ourselves, man. Because they ain't going to worry about us doing the marches and all that. It ain't nothing but the trick of the enemy cause us to doing this, man. Want us to keep going towards one another. For what? For what, man? We ain't got no leader, man, since Martin Luther King died. I asked that pump faking old perm suit Al Sharpton, who has took the torch up since Martin left? Oh, that's a hard question. But you out there, only time I see you out there in the field when you at a funeral home or you doing a funeral for somebody. You the one should be stepping up. You keep on talking about Trump. No, Trump can't save you. Trump go do them numbers. He doing him. He up for the rich. So he can't say we got to do for ourselves, man. Black community was striving and all that. You got cutthroats in here, especially these. Hey, old school, Mr. Mark, think about it, man. You got all these black leaders, right? You got all these black mayors in these big cities, Chicago, Detroit, Cleveland, all that. Why is it we still in a poverty-driven land like this? Why is the homelessness so high in
Okay.
everything in our community. When you say democracy and all that,
Hold it,
ain't
brother.
no damn democracy, man.
Hold it. You going way off. We want to say, I know what you're saying. Everything you said was the truth. And I don't think I want to say to what you just said. We might just don't need no leader. We can lead ourselves. That's what we see. We waiting on somebody.
Exactly.
We waiting on a leader. We don't need no
Yeah,
leader, brother.
a handout.
Yeah,
Exactly. That's
information.
straight.
Information can lead us.
Yeah.
We got to go. My sister, you
Yeah.
want to make a, hold on, brother. Sister, you want to make a comment on that, what he said? Anything? If not, go to the next caller.
Yeah. I definitely hear him, and I receive that message. I definitely do, because again, I think a lot of us as women would appreciate, because I mean, let's not forget, I mean, we bleed every month. So for somebody to come in and say, "Oh, stay at home, you don't feel good," that's phenomenal. Those are the examples that we need. That's the demonstration we need. You know how they say, be the change you want to see. A lot of times we're really hard on the young community, but that's because the young community don't have a demonstration on what it means or what it looks like to protect the Black woman. But that's a demonstration. Stay home if you don't feel good. Stay home, you sick. Stay home, you cramping. Stay home, you got the flu. I mean, a lot of us just don't get that option. It's mandatory that we get out here and go to the plantation. It's mandatory. It's not optional.
Mhm.
So for you to be able to say, "Oh, you can truly be a passenger seat princess today." You know, it was going viral. At one point, the men were talking about how they wanted to be the passenger seat princesses. The men, all on social media, telling you they want to be passenger seat princesses. The men. And then we talk about who our leaders are. Oh, we got passenger seat princesses as leaders. Stop it, man. And then you wonder why the women are upset or frustrated. She cramping, but she going to work. She picking up the kids. She cooking, and she got a paper cut. Golly, y'all, come on, give her a break. She probably is a little frustrated. She's exhausted, but at the same time, who's coming to relieve some of that pressure? Where her protection at? She unprotected. Right. I'm talking about minerals and rocks got more protection than the Black woman. Relieve her. You off duty today, Queen. Sit down, I got you.
Right.
Okay.
I appreciate you, brother.
We're gonna go to the next caller. I believe that's Bill.
All right, Oscar.
Okay.
I like thanks for taking my call.
Okay, no
Oscar.
problem. Go ahead, Bill.
Hey, everybody. I want to cover your question, what I did to protect a Black woman. I feel like as a man, every man that got a wife, woman, daughter, mother should come with protection automatically.
Ooh,
because of who you are.
Say that again.
Automatically.
Repeat.
Automatically. What I did, or what I've been doing, my wife's been off work for over a year, and she don't have to worry about not one bill. Not one bill. I cover all of the bills, and I mean some big ones. Her personal bills, credit card bills, I'm covering that, and making sure she has some money in her pocket, even though I know she still got money in the bank. When I'm out and about, when I see a sister, I'm gonna let my presence be known. I'm gonna speak, and it has nothing to do with me wanting to get with her. It's to put her at ease and let her know if something go down, I see you. I'm here. That's what I do. But I have to address what the problem is. There's a disconnect in this generation. Martin, you have said it on this show so many times. We sick. And in terms of looking at all of these Black females being killed or deleted, however you want to say it, there's a problem. And the problem is starting with men and women not having a commitment to marriage, relationship. And after the fact, when these kids are born, you're not accepting your responsibility. Men and women. Now, women have more parental control after the child is born. These young men that's growing up, most of the crime that we seeing is happening with single parent homes, mother only, for the most part. We are not raising these kids. We are not raising these kids to have those values. Teaching them about work, money doesn't suffice. Teaching them morals and things like getting out and helping your mother pump the gas. There should never be a young man sitting in the car or a mother allowing her son to sit in the car while she pumped the gas. She shouldn't have to go out there and shovel the snow and knock it off her car. If she don't have a man, that's his responsibility. That's her. She's supposed to be teaching him that. But we are failing together. We are failing together. Just because you don't get along with your baby mama or vice versa, you got to keep the kids in mind first and have that input. And give them these morals.
Okay, Bill.
Instead of just you need to go and work here or there.
All right. We got two more callers. Two more calls. Let me get to this caller 0904. 0904. Last four digits. Go ahead, call.
Hey, Martin.
Hey, this is Dr. K.
Hey, you.
Yeah, hey. I text you earlier. I sent it to you.
Hey, Dr. K.
Hey, how are you? How are you? Yeah, you did. You did. I just got off of the Zoom call. Well, Martin, I did see the question. How do black men protect the black woman?
Yes.
Well, we all know what the Bible says. The Bible, men were created first. And by them being created first, they had dominion over the kingdom. They named everything, the fish of the sea, the fowl of the air, the animals. And that is the opportunity that Adam had. And so him being lonely, God had to pour her from his rib in order for them to become one. And one of the things that I do know is that if the man knows his place in the position that God placed him in, God will impart into him what he needs to know. My uncles took care of their families, and I come from the South. They took care of their families. They labored. They worked hard. And we, being as women, as weaker vessels, let me go to the old school version because new school have their own concept. But the men make sure that the mother and the child or children were not only provided for, but they loved them. Because the Bible tells the men to love your wives as Christ loved the church. And you have that love for them as if they were yours, your mother. The first parent that a boy sees is his mama. After he gives birth, then the father. And he's attached to that mother. And that mother feeds him. The mother gives him the nourishment. And she gives him what a mother needs. And the father comes in and he creates the development process. And when you look at it, I love our black men. Like Martin, you say, I love my black people. I love them. Well, I love my black brothers.
And shame the
And
devil.
when you love them for who God created them to be. Now, there are some that have fallen by the wayside and did not have an opportunity to learn the basic things. The Male Environment Program at Chicago Urban League, I sat in the class to learn how to communicate with my sons. And, I have 5. So I wanted to learn how to communicate with them and how to teach them how to treat the woman of their life that becomes their wife. Not long-term girlfriend, wife. That's an honorable thing in God's sight. And they look for that because we as women, we still had a little bitty girl inside of us that need that sheltering, that needs that, you got me. I'm not worried about it. And the next generation don't understand that concept. But when you protect her, guess what, men? She comes back and she undergirds you when you do right by her. No matter what she does, you don't disrespect her if you wouldn't want to disrespect your mother. Calling her B, hoe, slut, dot, all that, it just makes no sense. But you can learn how to communicate and listen attentively. And if she knows that she can lean on you, she can depend on you, then you exchange by watching how she turns her head when she's sad, when she's disturbed by something. Can you cover her? Are you able to guide her? As I heard one of the young ladies say, we have a cycle, the cycle that we do to produce babies all the time. That's just not something to do. That's life. That's continuing to be developed inside of us. So when that sperm comes, it unites and it actually brings forth life. And boys learn from what they see their fathers do. They learn that from what they see. And then there are some young men that may not like how they've seen their fathers not protect their mother, and they change the script on that. So when we as women, although we're grown, we still had a little girl inside of us for that husband to be the leader of the household. And that's important, where that woman, that wife will say, Daddy said, we used to say this in Mississippi, well, Daddy said this, Daddy said that, because whatever that man executed out to the wife, she imparts that into the children, because that man knows how he wants his house to be.
Mm-hmm.
And so when a woman, she will obey you in a way that you wouldn't even know she's doing it. She would honor your presence as her husband. She will honor your presence before the children. She will honor your presence in how you lay things out. And that's the checkerboard that comes together. Red, black, red, black, red, black. You don't see no green and blue and pink. You see the whole checkerboard, because you know what the red stands for, you know what the black stands for. They come together. And when that woman feels secure, and she don't have to speak, you thinking it for her, that gives her a time to rest her mind, to rest her heart, her emotions, her feelings. The young man said, my girl is sick. She desperate to go to work, but I want to make sure she's okay. That means he don't want her to pass out, fall out, end up in the ER, and that whole other thing. And then that man, Martin, will speak if she go to the clinic. I've seen many men come to the clinic and say, I'm here to check my wife in for the following appointments. And he'll say, go sit down. Because he cares about her health, keeping her alive. So it goes back to the word of God. Not Oprah, not Dr. Phil, not Ayanna. It goes back to the book. And that's where the protection comes from. I just want to share that, Martin.
Okay, thank you. Next caller, 4039. Thank you for holding.
Hey, Marty.
Hey, how you doing?
What's going on, man?
All right.
I want to give a shout out. The young lady that was speaking was named Dr. I didn't get her name, Dr. Some.
Dr. K.
Dr. K.
Mm.
Yeah, give a shout out to her, because I was raised under my grandmother and grandfather, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of the elders. And you know, it sounds good because that's what we mean and we supposed to do. That's what we do. But it seems like there's a lot more of individuality now, where it's a man against a woman. And it's like we come out and we want to see what a person can do, what can you do for me, instead of us coming to see what can I do, or building ourselves as a man or a woman to see how can we favor or do for each other. So it's all about individuality. It's not like how we was raised. You know, I'm an 80s baby. So, you know what I'm saying? So I could be a good guy all day long, or you could be a good woman, but if you around everything else, probably another 80% that's not good is individuality. When you come back to me, Martin, I'm trying to gather my words together.
I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you. I have no problem with that.
All right.
I'll come back to you. Now,
All right.
okay. It's going good. See, now we're getting participation tonight. And see, women know what makes them feel protected. And men should know how to protect a woman. We should know. But to be real honest, some of us don't know how to protect a woman. We really don't know.
Right.
Well, and I'm being honest, we really don't know. And you know, the sister, see, see, sister, you don't believe that, but see, I'm telling you the truth, we don't. And the prime example, it was last night's show. They couldn't really come out and say it. That's a prime example. You know?
No, I refuse. I can't.
But
I can't sit here and say you don't know how to protect the black woman, but yet I think it's a choice between protecting yourself and your self-interest and protecting the black woman, and that's the conflict that there is. Right? If protecting her means that I expose more of me, or protecting her means that I now have to be more responsible. I think that's the inner war, because protection and love go hand in hand. Who do you love more, yourself or this woman? Protection is. I love my son. I will get in front of him. They throwing the women in front of themselves. It comes with a mindfulness. And again, I hate to say it, but you have to kill off the coward in you. You have to kill it off. Every day I walk outside and I'm afraid for my son. I'm afraid, right? I have to kill off a coward in me and say, I got to do this regardless of my fear, regardless if it means me, having to step up and taking on more responsibilities. Oh, I got to do this versus do that. I can't get this done, so I got to do it. It comes with sacrifice. So I don't think they don't know. I think that they just choose not to go that way because it comes with responsibility. But yet, when you want to lay down, when you want some weed, when you want to drink.
I think it takes both sides because it's so far gone.
Absolutely, it definitely does. But I also, and I feel that 100%, us as women, have to understand that there is a difference between dictation and protection. There's a difference between when a man tells you to cover up. Modesty is a thing. But then at the same time, it seems like, vanity. These men, you like the vanity. And that's what's getting a lot of y'all protection, is the vanity. How the Cardi B's in a sexy red and a lot of those getting more protection than a woman that's working at the bank. Than a woman that's working at, Jewel Osco. I mean, the woman that got 2-3 jobs working in real estate. Vanity.
I don't understand that neither.
But vanity is huge. Now, I do think us women have to understand. If a man is telling us, man, babe, cover up. Our fathers would tell us to cover up. He would stay. They tell us, don't put no hooker. Take that red lipstick off, no makeup. There's a difference between dictation and protection. Us as women, we do have to understand that. We do have to learn that. But it comes when consistency and maturity as a woman, right? When a man is consistent, he forces us to be mature because he's consistent. He consistently saying it. So it forces us to reevaluate dictation and control. He's controlling. Well, that's for you out of control. Of course you're controlling. You're out of control. You are 60 years old wearing leggings. Going to pick the kids up from school. You got a cross top on. You're 60 years old. You just got a BBL. Come on, man. Again, I do think consistency, being there and telling us as women that we out of line. That's something y'all gonna have to do. You're gonna have to bite that bullet. You're gonna have to sit there and bite the bullet.
Hold it. Let me say something real quick. And I'm not female bashing, but some women, they're not going to listen to men if they don't meet the conditions of what they want. And that's just it. I've heard a lot of women, well, he got to give me something to follow, or I can't follow him. He can't leave me, And a lot of things is on condition with some women. with some women. Now, not all women. Not all women.
Absolutely.
Some women.
Absolutely. And that's why I just said consistency.
Yeah.
Being consistent. I mean, being there and consistently, of course, but if you're there and you're consistent in your actions, you have no choice but to break that woman down where she stands because you're consistent. You ain't folding. A lot of times it's who don't fold.
So I'm not saying me myself in particular, so does a guy who was raised right and who was raised by a real man life, does he deserve the conditions to go through the routes and the ropes of the conditions that the guys is that you're trying to hold yourself up for instead of coming in being a genuine woman?
Good question.
If I worded it right.
I'm not the smartest or the brightest crayon in the box, but could you explain it one more time?
Okay, so you have a good guy on your hands, and what Martin was just saying, some women are conditioned to, go through certain barriers. So a lot of women say he have to be a real leader in order for me to follow. He have to be a real leader. How would you know a real leader? If you haven't dealt with this guy for years, does that stop you from coming into the situation already being a submissive woman? I'm not saying a goofy woman. I'm not saying a goofy woman, but does that stop you from cooking, from being a genuine good woman?
I see what you mean. I think that to be honest, us women follow lead. We follow lead, right? So again, if you are consistent, if you are, and a lot of us suffer from abandonment. Men and women. But I do think that if a man, it's so important that a man is consistent, but he's present. Your presence speaks volumes that it breaks down her ability to deny or it breaks down her ability to, I have to be in my feminine woman. He's gonna show up, and he gonna expect this and he gonna expect that. Our whole mind is thinking around, and anticipating his moves. So if I know he's still coming home, if I know he's still gonna come home, and still make sure that his presence is here with me, I am going to surrender. I am going to make sure, okay, he's still going to want to eat. He's still going to want to do. That becomes a flex. Your presence becomes a flex if you are consistently showing up. Abandonment is real, and that's what's wreaking havoc. And to be honest, us women, I do think we really take lead. We follow your lead.
Can I say something? I'm sorry to cut you off. And then when the man show up for years, and he's just a genuine brother, and now you snap and become a whole demon, that a brother, I done sign up for that.
Not domestic violence.
I done dealt with that too many times. It's pitiful.
I signed up for the beautiness that I seen in you, for the submissive, the quietness, and we had a good time the whole year. But once I labeled you and I want to make you my wife, now it's all hell to the captain. Why are women like that?
I think, again, when it's something that's not protected, right? It's protection on so many fronts. And I hate that. But honestly, you got to look at a woman. There's protection layers, right? You have mental protection, physical protection, spiritual protection.
Right.
These boxes need to be checked. Financial protection, emotional protection. These boxes need to be checked. If not, I would condemn myself to a life of servitude, but I know that these boxes aren't checked. I don't feel spiritually protected. I don't feel mentally protected. I don't feel emotionally protected. But yet I would sign up for a ring. So you put a woman in a fight or flight mode to where, dang, I do want a man. I do want a husband. And it's not for the dresser. It's for the protection. But look what it leaves me out of. I'm not protected spiritually. This man don't even want to go to church.
Did you feel the same way?
Hold on, brother. Hold on, brother. Let Bill say something. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, I was trying to jump in, and I was going to say, as far as protection, there's different levels. There's mental protection and expectations, physical protection. Most men that I know of don't have no problem with the physical part of protection, but the mental part, all of what you said, Martin, women have expectation through the door. You got to have this. You got to do this. You need to be at this level. Is a jump off point, but it's hard to protect a woman that has abandonment issues, insecurity, or
very hard.
all these other mental trauma that she has experienced in life. On the other hand, a man, it's hard to expect him to be able to mentally protect you when he don't know or hasn't been taught. It goes right back to not just jumping in the bed and being realistic about what you're doing, having intent. If you have a situation and you got intent to be with this person, you got more skin in the game. But if it's just jumping in the bed, you ain't concerned about her trauma. And then a lot of times, in order for a man to protect a woman in these traumatized situations, he have to care for you at a certain degree, because when he starts seeing it, he'll abandon you and leave you with some more abandonment.
Yeah.
I
got a question.
It's a lot.
Are you looking to, I just want to ask, are men looking for Proverbs 31? Are you looking for that type of woman?
Virtuous woman.
Are you looking
A
for
whole
that
lot of times
Proverbs
we are,
31?
but it's just hard to find these. It's just hard to find everything these days because everybody want to have their own mind and do their own thing.
I'm just trying to ask. A Proverbs 31 woman, I don't know if, again, I'm a millennial. I don't even know if our brothers know what a Proverbs 31 woman is.
I don't. I'm asking. And I may be familiar with
a virtuous woman.
No. I think
it's a virtuous woman.
There you go. A man. I needed a man to answer this man's question.
woman. That'll make him more man than me.
No.
This is a virtuous woman. Her price is far above rubies. And it talks about how she takes care of her home and everything.
I'm just asking, is our men seeking that type of woman? Or are men seeking that?
I love a virtuous woman. I have a virtuous woman, but I'm speaking in from me just knowing. I love a virtuous woman.
Okay.
So now let me ask you all this question.
Go ahead, Doc.
So there's a difference here. I'm gonna throw a curveball. Do you want the fantasy playgirl or the virtuous woman?
Come on now.
It's a total different thing.
And shame the devil.
The fantasy playgirl is nothing but the toy.
I want
just to play with, have fun. You have it where buy my nails, get my nails and hair done. I want to play with you, and I'm done with you. I'm going on, and they're not stable. And some men are attracted to that.
Hold on, brother. Let her talk. Let her finish talking. Go ahead.
Okay.
No.
Some men are attracted to the fun girl.
No.
The fun girl is not.
I wouldn't want that.
The fun girl is only in for what she can get. Because when she's done with you, she's moving on to the next bidder.
But I think that the fun girl, like you're explaining, she is getting the protection. The vain girl, the vanity girl, is getting the protection. The Proverbs 31 girl is I mean, she's left to the mud. I mean, she's in the trenches. That's where it's like, what is worthy of protection?
That's why it goes back to me saying that it's so jacked up on both ends, where it's really about individuality.
But see, a lot of the men just said he didn't even know what a Proverbs 31 woman was. So our men not even telling
I'm not gonna know everything. But
you have to also understand that we come from different backgrounds. Everybody might not have been raised in church. It might not know the scriptures and everything or be versed on that. I'm just saying for some people who don't know. Maybe you were, but sometimes some people don't always know that because everybody isn't as versed in the scriptures as maybe you are. People just do the best that they can.
Nobody gonna know that right now. But a spiritual Christian man.
Well, let me say this. There are morally good men that do just as better than some that go to church.
Morally.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
There are some that are morally good and follow morally standards because they learn from their forefathers. So it's not just the church folk only. It is some good men that may not be holy, but they have a God conscience, but they are not going to do the opposite of what's wrong.
I want to chime in again. A virtuous woman can be a fun girl in her marriage just as well. And I want to speak on behalf of the platform, Tell the Truth and Shame the Devil. What we've seen and what we talked about, this new thing is not working. We got to get back to old school ways that
we have to love ourselves before we can love anybody.
Right. We got people on the internet, young women being deleted, but they doing things that's not of a virtuous woman, sort of say. And we just got to get back to old school, the stuff that works. That's the solution.
Yeah.
What we experiencing now. How was it in the 70s? A bigger percentage of our black males were in and out of jail, penitentiary, or whatever, but they knew that their daughters and mothers were safe from the neighborhood because it was off limits. We gotta call a spade a spade.
Even if we go back to that time, it comes with a moral compass. It comes with being a man of integrity and protection. It comes with morals and integrity, a moral compass.
Morals. I agree, sister. Morals will carry you further than almost anything in life. Any bankroll you get, anything else.
I think we got too many options now, brother. And too much separation.
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
It helps to break us down.
Tell the
Facebook,
truth
social media.
and shame
We
the devil.
We just go outside and play. We just go outside and do. If we went outside and something happened to us, we can get on the phone and be like, pull up, ride up. We have to wait till we get home and then go back to the same place and fight. It's too many options. It's too many options with relationships, with violence. It's too many options. So that's why I say individuality. And so we love ourselves first.
Right.
We always need somebody to help us, to show us how to love, but we have to be willing to accept that we want to be loved and we want to love. We got to love ourselves.
That will go back to love yourself or to protect. Okay, somebody who, that's where I say it's an internal battle with choosing self. If you protect a woman, you're going to go against yourself. It's going to go against your better interest. You're going to pick up more responsibilities trying to protect her. That's going against your own interest. So to love self or to be selfless is really the struggle, the power struggle when it comes to protecting the Black woman. It's going to come with sacrifice because, again, like you said, you're outnumbered. On social media, you're outnumbered, and at the grocery store, you're outnumbered. We outnumber the Black man, so he's going to have to have discipline, a moral compass, and some shades on.
Let me say something. Love don't hurt. I'm not saying so. If I word it right, not greed. Self-greed is different from love. Now we self-pity and I'm just to love myself. No, but if we love ourselves first, it'll teach us how to love others. It's going that rule is going to automatically apply.
Woo! Meanwhile, while you loving yourself, these babies is dropping by the boatload. The summer is coming. The summer is coming. These babies is finna drop like flies like they do every year. So while we just trying to learn how to love ourselves, and again, our community suffers from a lack of protection.
Only thing I can do is change what I can change and beg the difference to know the difference. Change what I can. If I can't change it, I can't change it.
And I think that's where the mentalities differ.
I'm
I
being
won't
wise
stop until it's changed. I ain't stopping until it's changed. I ain't stopping until it's changed. It's no surrender. It's no retreat.
Whatever I can change, I'm going to change it. If
whatever I can't change, I'm going to influence it. I'm going to influence it. What I cannot change, I will influence. That's the difference. Oh, I'm not defeated. We can't be defeated with this. What I can't change, I will influence. That's got to be the way. It's too many of us dying. It's too many phone calls from the morgue.
Sometimes God wants
to keep burying these babies. We need protection.
Sometimes God wants you to leave it alone. God ain't never say drive yourself to you can change everything and be Superwoman. You got to listen to God. Whatever God telling you, that's what you do. But I understand you. That's what He tell you what to do. That's cool. Whatever I can change, if I feel like I can change it, I'm gonna be there. But if I know for a certain I can't change it, I can't do it. And I hope that He.
Are you influential?
And I hope He showed me the difference.
But that's what I'm saying. You got to know that you mean more. That your purpose is more. You mean more. You influential. You got people online selling pictures of feet. 500 views.
I wish I could fit my feet.
I'm telling you, like, they get money off of sitting down selling pictures of their feet. And you telling me, and I'm telling you, your influence is important. Martin's influence is important.
Yeah.
Oh, I can only change what I can change. No, you can influence what you can't change too.
That's why.
Now, see, that's where it's a fine line. I understand what the brother's saying. I understand what you're saying, sister. The change got to start at home. We got to get more family oriented. We got to have God in our life. We got to have some morals and some integrity. Now, you can't give up on your kids. You can't you can walk away from some parts of your family, your neighbors, or whatever. But if you give up on your kids, then you turning loose what's out here now. You can't give up. You gotta try. It's until you can't try no more, because it don't hurt. It don't cost you nothing to keep trying to put the good out there. It don't hurt at all trying to put the good out there.
No, it don't.
That's your duty if you a God-fearing man, or if you a man with some principles or some morals, and not only just your kids, what's around you. Somebody brought up the platform, what Martin doing, but before Martin got this show, he was a single parent father with mostly girls and one son. He didn't give up on them. That's what led him to this.
Yeah.
You can't give up. You got to keep trying. even when they going the wrong way. Cause I'm a child that went the wrong way, but they didn't give up on me.
I'm hearing.
That's all I got to say.
I'm hearing change. If you look at it in the Bible, before we take Holy Communion, there's a scripture that says, "But let a man examine himself." If you take that part, if you want to change, see, God gives you choices. But what God gets tired of is excuses. Excuses for everything, no matter what. My late father, although I loved him, he was honest to say, I was never a man. I didn't know how to be a man. He chose certain avenues. He chose to abandon his family. He chose based on what he felt was right. And a lot of young men, when they go out here and they're sticking and moving and hipping and hopping with different young ladies, and then a baby pop out and now all of a sudden got amnesia. No, it's not amnesia. You wouldn't have no amnesia when you were screwing. It's accountability and responsibility.
Oh, yes, yes.
Those two words mean something. Yes, be honest and tell the truth. Okay, yes, I messed up. But I have a life now, that little bitty face that's looking at mama or daddy every day. When you gonna put some food in my mouth? When you gonna change me? When you gonna dress me? That's what that little person is looking for. And that's the protection. That's your child. And that woman, and I know, been there, done that. I made some bad choices. Married to a couple of men, literally. And they literally were broken. I kept being a fixer-upper, fix. I had 6 projects. They're 22 to 40 now. Those are my projects. But I never had no one to protect me. But I guarantee you this. God has been my protector and kept me clothed in my right mind. So it's a choice. If you want to change, whether it's men or women, it's a choice. Those who have had experiences with drugs, or whatever out there, and you wanted to change and let go of that stuff, you did what you had to do to get to where you are today. I'm not talking about this panel, I'm just saying openly. That when you go through these processes, it's a transformation from your heart. It's called a renewed heart and a renewed mind, which helps your soul. Because your arms and legs don't mean nothing to nobody. So when you make the choice to want to change, one of the things that I saw in the Kendrick Brothers movie, Courageous, when those two brothers put that movie together about fathers, that declaration say we need fathers to stand tall. We need fathers to be accountable. We need fathers to be responsible. Fathers, your place is in the home to mandate your house. Not television, not Tubi, not Netflix. It's according to the word of God. Everything goes back to the Bible, whether you want to believe it or not. It starts there. The men to protect. One of the men didn't want to be involved with baby mama. I don't like her. Why? Because I just don't like her. But he had a conviction. A conviction hit him.
I respect you, sweetheart.
He had a conviction. And when he had a conviction, because he got with the right men that helped him. Because see, brothers can help brothers. When they're positive, they can help them. Not the dope gang, not the pimp gang, not the whatever. They literally helped him. And his heart was convicted. And he wrote that woman a $500 check and said, I want to talk to you. He had to prove that I changed. And see, when you change and you mean it, not just saying, oh, I'm going to change today and I'll think about it tomorrow. No, you need to change now to save
and not
the community.
circumstance.
And the thing of it is that I want to see the black men in the community that will beat back the power of the enemy. Real talk. They're not afraid to come out there with some baseball bats. Not afraid to come out there with a 2x4. The old school men, they did that. They protected their community. They taught.
Are you gonna get shot? Not you. I respect what you're saying, dear heart. But you beat somebody else right now, you gotta go get your gun.
My ideal is here is that the old school men stood for their neighborhoods. And they did what all they wanted to do to make sure that the neighborhoods were together and their families. The same about tit for tat. They opened up their mouth and said, we're not standing for this in our community. Martin talks about this all the time. For the first time, I saw 61st Street on Tubi. I stayed glued to watching 61st Street. And I'm like, this is in my community. I'm like, where's the men? Boy gets shot. You know, police get shot. He didn't do it. It was an accident. And I saw, and it bled my heart because I got 5 boys. I said, could have been one of my sons. Mm-hmm. Thank God I didn't have to go to jail for none of them. But the men, you have a power. You have a power. Tap into that. Ask the Lord. Just by yourself in the house. Lay down before you go to sleep and say, Lord, I'm a man. Help me. See, when you reach out to God, he will help you and say, I'm going to die. Let my flesh die. Because see, the Bible tells us there's no good thing that dwells in the flesh. And God is he is your ultimate source. And the women, men, the women will surrender to you. They will honor you. They will respect you. They'll make other folks respect you. Because they're not going to sit up there and let you go down. If you go down, communicate. Tell your wife, honey, I'm going through something financially. I'm not putting a burden on you, but I just want to share with you. Have a heart-to-heart talk. Don't get another woman to confide into. If that's your wife and God bless you with her, your responsibility is her. Because she got you. And she will love you and fight for you even when you get sick. She would make sure them doctors treat you right. She would take the time and have them babies at mama's house while she sit up in the hospital with you all night. That's what a wife does.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're going to leave it right there. 11:48. You can close this out. 11:48. You can close this out. I guess he fell asleep on us.
No, I'm here. I'm sorry. Peace, family. You know, I always want to come in love, you know, and I want to extend as much peace and as much grace to the community because no one has been through what we've been through. There's no Disney story, Nickelodeon story, ain't no Tyler Perry story like the black man and the black woman story. So I love our story and how we keep evolving in our story, you know, and this ain't nothing that we can't grow through. We don't have to get through a lot of things together, but we're going to grow through it. And again, it's no other a love story like ours. You know, I mean, you was made for me, black man, and I was made for you. So it's no denying that. God made no mistakes when creating us. He created you for me and me for you, and I believe that 100-fold. So no matter what the conversation is, no matter what the disagreement is, I love you, and I'm in love with my black men, right? But I also want us to know that we got a lot of growing to do, and it don't stop because our kids keep coming, right? I mean, the kids keep coming, and they deserve to live. They deserve protection. They deserve to live long lives. We deserve to see our children get to 50, 70. We deserve to see that. We deserve for them to have long, prosperous lives. If everybody else gets to live long lives, ours for sure should have the same. So I want to say I come in so much peace, you know, and I'm going to leave in love always. But I really appreciate Martin for his a decision. Every day you wake up with a chance and a choice, Martin, and every day you wake up with a chance and a choice, and you choose to love us. You choose to love your community. You choose to hop on and create a platform for us. So I really appreciate you. And that's my piece. That's my piece. I love, love, love my people. I'm in love with my people. That's going to always be my piece.
All right. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. I have nothing else to say. And I thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys share the video. It's very important that our community needs to hear this. They need to know it. So don't be ashamed. Please share it because they need to hear it. They need to know it. You know, these are painful, hard to have conversations. Some people don't even have these conversations in private when they by themselves with their partner. They're afraid. They change the subject. So this is real, people. This is not make-believe. We're not on here booty clapping. We're not on here showing half-naked women, dead bodies. Now, we listen, this is the school of no fools. We're learning. The scripture said iron sharpens iron. That's what we're doing. We're sharpening each other's skills. We're learning what the woman wants, and we're learning what the men want, and what we should be doing, our accountabilities, our responsibilities, period. Now, we know every man is not the same, and we know every woman is not the same. Some of us know, some of us need to learn so we can know. And what I learned in life in this short period of time I've been on earth, you're going to always be learning. Always, always. Sometimes we assume that a person knows something, and that may not be the case. It may not be the case. Black man and black woman, we as men have to stand up to protect you guys, to make you feel safe. We got to provide jobs for you. That brother said on this program tonight, said, I told my girl to stay at home. And whatever she made, I gave her. He compensated her to do that. Because his girl was adamant to leave out to go to work. He said, no, lay here and get you some rest. Whatever you make for the day, I'm going to pay you that. And that's a beautiful thing. I like that. You know, some men may say, well, you're a simp. You don't know, it's not a simp. Listen, when you love something, you're going to treat it right. You ain't going to mistreat nothing you love, period. And man, you better know when somebody got your back, and women vice versa. Know when someone has your back, period. And like the sister said earlier, we don't need vanity. We need that Proverbs 31, that virtuous woman. We need that stand-up man that's going to love himself first. Then he can love others. Because if a man loves himself, there's certain things he will not do to you. First of all, loving God is first. Period. All right, people, y'all already know what it is.
You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I love being black.
That's right. Each one teach one. That is so right. Each one teach one. Peace out. Share the video. Like the video. Share, like, subscribe.